Hi guys, here's a regular season prediction. The original plan was to do just team by team, but I don't think the website actually allows that, so I'm just going to do week by week and hopefully do some playoff predictions towards the end. So starting off with the first game of the season of week one, Chiefs versus Ravens. Obviously this was a AFC Championship game last year, so this could be a great game, great rematch in Kansas City. In this game, it's obviously going to be I think the big thing to look forward to is the Chiefs' new offense. They obviously added Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice. He's gotten in some trouble in the offseason, but it does look like he's still going to play for the Chiefs next season unless something crazy happens. So he'll be back. Kelsey will be back. They're adding Xavier Worthy from Texas. He looks really promising. He had I think the fastest 40-yard dash time ever, so that's huge. And obviously Hollywood Brown, I think he's also really fast. I'm not exactly sure what his numbers are, but pretty sure he brings a lot of speed too. Then Pacheco, he's a really good running back for them as well. So this offense could be really, really good. I have really high expectations for the Chiefs. Like I said, I don't even think last year they're even close to their potential. They still won the Super Bowl. So I think this year now they've added all the talent. Brown, Worthy, bring back Rice, Kelsey, Pacheco, all those guys. They should be that much better. And Mahomes, obviously, he's probably going to win MVP this year. That would be my guess. And then the other side, you got the Ravens. They did lose Patrick Queen. That's kind of a big loss for them, I think. Especially the Steelers. That's definitely not great to lose them to someone in your division. But they're still be good. They got Derrick Henry, obviously. That's a huge addition. That's probably one of the other biggest things to look forward to in that game. How they use that in the running game with him and Lamar together. Zay Flowers is coming back. He's gonna be even better in the second season. So this one could really go either way. The Ravens still have really good defense. Obviously, they got Hamilton still, but I am gonna say Chiefs, just because it is at home, and I really think this team could be something special. Because we talk about their offense, but I also talk about their defense too. This defense is really good. They got their defense is only held the 49ers to I think it was 19 or I think it was 22 points in the Super Bowl, and their defense is almost as good. I think their defense is actually better than their offense last year, which their offense had kind of a down year, but still, their defense is nothing to laugh at, and with how good their offense is, how much it's improved, I think, with the speed they're adding. I just think the Chiefs are going to have a very impressive season, so I like the Chiefs in this one. Then the second game, I am a Patriots fan, so I'm going to be a little biased in these predictions, but they do got the Bengals, and I do like Drake May as a quarterback. I think he's a lot of talent, but I actually don't think he's going to be the week one starter. I think it's going to be Jacoby Brissett. I think the Patriots offense needs still a ton of work, a ton of improvement. And because of that, it's really hard for me to see them winning. I do like some of the additions they added and for the draft in terms of receiving, just offensive weapons, but I still don't think it's enough. They're getting Christian Gonzalez back from Oregon. He only played a few games last year. He looked promising, but he just didn't really have enough time to really do much in his rookie season. So I trust the defense, but they're going to have Joe Burrow back at the Bengals. And while they did lose Mixon, which I think is a pretty big loss, kind of underestimated as a loss for them, I still think they're going to win. I think it'll be a pretty comfortable win. Like I said, I don't think Drake May is going to start. I don't think he should either. I think it should be a learning season for him. Let him learn behind the veteran and this new offense. So I got the Bengals winning there. Then Jaguars and Dolphins. I did not mean to take the Chargers. All right, so let's ignore the Chargers thing. I just accidentally clicked that. So let me get Dolphins and Jaguars. So in this one, Trevor Lawrence just got a massive contract. And honestly, I don't really think he should have got that much. He's only won one playoff game. And Tua's also looking to get a big contract, so this one should be a good game. And I mean, it's in Miami. It's in the beginning of the year, so that's definitely an advantage, except the Jaguars also play in Florida, so it's not that big of a deal. And I don't know. This one's close, but yeah, I mean, I feel like the Dolphins have not. I feel like the Dolphins probably got worse in the offseason. Well, I don't know. I like defensively, like losing Vic Fangio to the Eagles is gonna hurt them, but yeah, I just can't pick the Jaguars. I just don't see them winning. So I got the 3 home teams winning so far, and then Texans are kind of everyone's pick to like make a run, maybe be the team to defeat the Chiefs finally. They're kind of the team to, or I guess just finally be. Well, the Texans were good last year, but just finally like be good as a franchise. Been kind of a struggle for the last 2 decades of their existence. So, but I also think the Colts are a really like dangerous team that no one talks about. Anthony Richardson, if you can just stay healthy, slide more, not take the big hits, I think he'll be really good. Yeah, I think he'll be really good, and especially in this offense with Shane Steichen. I don't think people talk about him enough, and he's one of my dark horse MVP candidates. So I'm actually gonna take the Colts in this one. I like them at home. I think everyone's kind of sleeping on them. So I like the Colts to win this one actually. I think the Texans and the Colts will be a good game. It'll be high scoring, but I'm gonna take the Colts. I think they're gonna surprise everyone and beat the Texans. And then, even though I did accidentally pick the Chargers, I still think they actually are gonna win. I think the Harbaugh era starts off well, and I think the Chargers are gonna win over the Raiders. Especially because I don't even know who the Raiders quarterback is, to be honest. I would have to look that up. I don't even know. All right, so now we got Titans versus Bears. So this is Caleb Williams' first game. So a lot of pressure there. Yeah, I know I've picked all the home teams so far, so it's going to be kind of a boring pick, but I am going to take the Bears again, or the home team again. I just think the Bears are just a really improved team. I think they're probably like a good pick to go to the playoffs. Not like Super Bowl or anything, but playoffs probably at least. It's probably like their ceiling. I think the Titans are really going to miss Derrick Henry. I think that's a really big loss for them. Huge part of their offense. They're going to miss him a lot. And I know Caleb Williams gets a lot of hate, but I think he's actually going to be a really good quarterback in the NFL. I got Rome Odunze from day one. So I think it's going to be a really good roster, really good team, and I think they win at home against Tennessee. Then Steelers and Falcons. This is about as close as it gets, honestly. So I do like the Falcons adding Kirk Cousins. Although I think adding another cornerback with Penix is not like the best move ever. To kind of create some I don't know, just tension, I guess, in the quarterback room. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. I also think that Cousins is already pretty old, and so adding him, I don't know if it's like the long-term solution. And I know that's why they drafted the quarterback, but still, they have enough young, talented pieces on the offense where they probably could have got Justin Fields or someone like that, in my opinion, who's maybe not as talented right now, but they probably could have developed him. That's just my opinion, though. But the Steelers are another really dangerous team who did actually get Justin Fields, but they also got Russell Wilson. They made it to the playoffs last year. No one really thought they would. And for that reason, I am going to take the Steelers here. The Steelers just always find a way to win games when you don't think they will. And in these kind of 50-50 games, I just feel like I always have to pick the Steelers. They just find ways. Mike Tomlin just got an extension, and for good reason. I think he's going to find a way to win this game like he does in many cases. These kind of wins just add up and always let the Steelers in the playoffs and just give them a winning record. So I'm going to take the Steelers here. Although the Falcons, I do think are going to be good still. Then Cardinals and Bills. I actually think the Cardinals could be really good this year. I don't know if playoffs exactly, but the NFC West will be really good. The Cardinals are going to be competitive. They're competitive in like every game last year, especially like the Eagles game, for example. They had no business like even putting up a fight, and they did. But I also think adding Marvin Harrison Jr. is a huge addition. Him and Kyler Murray together, I think they could be a really good duo. I'm still going to take the Bills. I just look at them at home. And even though they did lose Stephon Diggs, I think it's not going to be enough to knock them off. So I'm going to take the Bills. Then the Broncos and Seahawks. Yeah. I don't even know who's going to be like the starter for the Broncos. I would assume it's going to be Bo Nix, but as a rookie, I don't know about that, especially in Seattle. Yeah, I don't like that. So I'm just based on that, I'm going to take Seattle. I just can't see a rookie going to Seattle week 1 and winning. I know without Pete Carroll, it's definitely going to be different, and that may give Sean Payton a little bit of an advantage coaching against the new head coach. I think it's McDonald. I think that's their new coach, Mike McDonald. But yeah, so like Seattle on this one. Then Dallas and Cleveland. Yeah, this is a really good matchup actually. So this is really like two good regular season teams, and this kind of fall apart in the playoffs. But in this one, kind of like Dallas, but I feel like Cleveland's defense is so good. And I feel like Myles Garrett's going to find a way to get some sacks. And yeah, Dallas added like nothing in the offseason. I feel like Cleveland added somebody. I can't think. It might have been Calvin Ridley from Denver. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland. I just like them at home. I think their additions are much better than whatever Dallas added. I don't even think they added anything. There's still some problems with them trying to add, contract extensions for like Dak and CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons. They still haven't done really any of that. It's been like a not very successful offseason for them. So still that drama, I think that gives Cleveland a win. So then New York and San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers has always not played great against the 49ers. Maybe it's because like they didn't draft him that one year. He just does not play well against the 49ers. I think this can be kind of a emotional game. He's been waiting a whole year to play. I feel like he's either going to play like way too risky or way too cautious, which makes sense either way. You can't blame him. I also think the Jets have some like other concerns. That O-line, I haven't seen that much improvement, at least when I've seen from like their offseason. Definitely seems like they've improved it, but not by that much. So I'm going to say the 49ers win. Who knows? I don't really know what to expect from the Jets. I could easily see them finishing first in the division. I could easily see them finishing last. They're definitely a team to watch this year. So I'm going to take the 49ers, though. All right, so then we got the Packers and Eagles. So I do think part of this is going to... Yeah, this is like a really good game. It could really go either way. So the Packers added Josh Jacobs from Las Vegas. Yeah, I mean, this could really go either way. Then the Eagles got Saquon Barkley. I mean, this could really go either way. I think the Eagles are gonna be. Yeah, I also like the Eagles adding their Vic Fangio, and I forget who their new offensive coordinator. Oh, I can't think of his name. Yeah, I forget his name, but they added like another offensive coordinator too. I feel like Philly's just gonna be more motivated because everyone's like kind of already kind of happy with how the Packers are right now. It doesn't really matter if they win and lose this game; they'll still be like a good team. But Philly really needs this game to get back on track after how they finished last year. Nick Sirianni's already hearing rumors of getting fired, which I really don't think he should, but others think so. So I really think Eagles need this game more, and I think they'll take it. Also, they knew they were going to play in Brazil earlier for some reason. I don't know why they didn't say both teams at once, but maybe that plays some role. I don't know. Then Panthers and Saints. Yeah, these teams probably not going to be that great this year. So, yeah, I mean, maybe this is a game the Panthers can win because I do really think Bryce Young is going to benefit from having I forget the guy's name, but he was the Buccaneers offensive coordinator last year. He seems to be a really good coach. I think he's going to benefit if he can get like at least a year. They just don't fire him right away. I think he can really benefit from having that. And the Panthers actually seem to have a pretty good draft class. I'm not like a Panthers fan, so I'm not gonna be able to name all of them, but they did seem to have like a pretty solid draft class overall. So overall, I think they could win this game. The Saints, I don't even know about the Saints. I've not heard that much about the Saints at all. I don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, I feel like at best they're like a 500 team. They get like maybe 8-9 wins, maybe. I don't know. This could be a game they could win. You know what? I am gonna take the Panthers. Whatever. I'm just gonna take the Panthers. I just feel like they got a really good coach, and I just like how they I don't know. It's actually like a 50-50 game. No, I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm not gonna take the Panthers. I just don't trust the Panthers enough to take them. I'm just gonna take the Saints. It's kind of a boring prediction so far, but Vikings and Giants. I do lead the Giants adding Malik Neighbors, but I don't know if that's like enough. That Giants team did not finish very strong last year. I don't really trust them that much. The Vikings do look kind of promising though, because I do like JJ McCarthy in that offense. I think he's gonna fit right in. I think he'll be one of those situations where you like don't even notice he's like a rookie. I just think that's like a great fit for him. I don't really trust Daniel Jones. I think last season was once he got paid, he didn't really play the same intensity. Maybe he'll prove us wrong, but I don't know. I'm going to take the Vikings here. I just like their offseason. I think they did well. I think JJ McCarthy is a good addition. I think he'll be maybe not as good as Kirk Cousins, but it won't be like a massive drop off in my opinion. And also, they finally paid Justin Jefferson, so that will not be a problem anymore. Then we got the Commanders and Buccaneers. So I'm a really big fan of the Commanders and what they did this offseason. I'm not a Commanders fan, so I can't like tell you everything they did. But overall, I think Jaden Daniels is a great pickup. I think he could easily be the best quarterback in this class. I think he's in a great situation with Cliff Kingsbury. Dan Quinn's a great coach too. I like their pieces there. They got Terry McLaurin already there. He's kind of underrated because he's been in not great situations. So I do like this team kind of. Like I said, I think Jaden Daniels could surprise a lot of people. I think the Buccaneers are also kind of, maybe a little bit overconfident after last season. There's definitely gonna be a little bit more of a challenge this season because the league actually knows they're actually, good. They're a worthy opponent. So you know what? I am gonna take the Commanders to get the upset. I think it's kind of an unexpected win for them. I think the Buccaneers should be a little bit overconfident at home week 1, and then the Commanders are going to be a little bit better than everyone expected. So now we go to Rams and Lions. Yeah, these are two really good teams, but I just think the deciding factors that is that it's in Detroit. That had a huge effect in the playoffs. I know it's not. It's obviously not a playoff game, but I feel like the atmosphere is going to still be pretty electric, and I think that's going to give the Lions the win here. I would assume it's like the night game too, so that just adds to it. So not the playoff kind of atmosphere, but still a really good one. With that's our week 1 predictions. So looking at the draft order, this does not really matter. And yeah, this doesn't really matter either because it's week 1. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.